We have no idea how many disasters have been averted by compassion. So self-calming is the first tool that you should use to calm your fears and to create so much more powerful effects in the world. The second thing is something called graduated exposure. This means I finally graduated from Harvard and I feel better. No, it doesn't. It means you gradually expose yourself to the things you're frightened of. And without knowing it, when I was 14, I started doing that. I started going into situations that frightened me and then realizing I was still alive. Now recently, actually not so recently, for the last 10 years, I've been working with another life coach who is also a horse whisperer. And for my birthday, a couple of weeks ago, she took me out to work with a badly abused horse. This horse is terrified of being caught and has never let anyone touch her. So, and the funny thing is, once you've learned to calm yourself down, calming another being is one of the most rewarding things you can do. And it teaches you to sit more deeply into that compassionate part of the brain and sort of cement that experience so you feel it more and more often. So here's this terrified horse, just shaking and shivering and her eyes rolling, and we sort of cornered her, so this will be the horse, right? We gently, my friend and I, sort of walked up to her to the point where she was in the corner of a pasture, and if she was afraid to bolt past us. So then I just stood there until the shivering got a little less. At that point, I turned around and took a step away. Then I take a step nearer. The horse shivers with me a little closer this time. So I stay right there while she shivers and then finally relaxes because nothing's happening. And then I walk away. And then I get closer, shiver, 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 relax, walk away. So it took about 15 minutes. But remember, people have been trying to capture and break this horse for months. And within 15 minutes, I could get close enough to her. Here she is, and there's my hand. Shiver, shiver, shiver. Walk away. And then finally, there's this magical moment where you reach out and touch the horse, and she shivers, and then she relaxes. And because I was gradual and didn't push her past what she could handle, when I walk away, she comes with me. And she'll follow me anywhere I want to go because I'm her safe place now. You can be your own safe place, guys. For me, all the things that most frighten me, from the Harvard doctors to the Harvard professors to Boston to you, to my own mortality, all those things in their deepest essence are something helpless that needs my love. And when I do that, when I offer love, starting first with myself and then reaching out to other beings, I create connections that are so reinforcing that even the experience of going into fear becomes profoundly positive because the bonding it creates is so amazing. So with all these things that I've done, I've realized that there's a moment when we face our own fear, when, as Anais Nin says, the risk to become tight in a bud becomes greater than the risk it takes to blossom. This is what I hope you experience today and in the coming days. Every time you feel anxiety, I want you to stop. I want you to remember the times in your life when you have approached fear and nothing happened. And then I want you to give yourself a break by pulling back from the experience. Don't force yourself all at once. Pull back. Be calm. Wait for your heart to stop racing. And then gently go forward again. So self-calming and graduated exposure. Those literally are the reasons that I am a writer, that I'm a speaker, that I came back to Boston, and that I was able to experience all of you as beings of love not fear. So one more time, just to remind yourselves, I want you to do the wave, because when you've calmed yourself this way, the little edge of tension that remains becomes exciting, becomes a thrill, becomes joyful. So right over here, I want you to think of whatever it was that frightened you, step back from it, and then realize you have the power, the courage to do what it takes to succeed. And I want you to say the word, woo-hoo, woo-hoo, as you do the wave. Okay? So this is the final response to the fear you brought into this room. Go. Now that's power, and your fear just went right out that door. Thank you so much.